Hello, you're welcome to another edition of the Windev Show. Today, we are going to talk to the Executive Director for Akosua Works Foundation. They are an organization which is into empowering the youth to live the lives that they actually want to live. And they have a very great initiative where they are into boys. We will talk much about that in the course of the interview. And she's in the person of Mrs. Elizabeth Japon. Welcome to the show, Mrs. Elizabeth Japon.
Thank you, sir.
So, Akosua Works Foundation. So let me know, the Akosua, where from the Akosua?
I am Akosia.
Oh, okay.
That's my tree name.
Oh, okay.
So I am Akosia Champoma.
Oh, okay.
So the foundation is the name and
Okay, Akosua Works.
Akosua Works.
So why Akosua Works? You know, it's an interesting name, Akosua Works. Tell us a little bit about it.
About the name, I think it was just one day that it has been a passion thing that I want to do. I was just one day, I was just praying about it. And I just got the name, Akosua Works Foundation.
Oh, okay.
So, like, what the works that we'll be doing, it's plenty.
Okay.
But this just a section of it.
Okay.
So, we have Akosua Works Creation, we have Akosua Works Foundation, and other things.
Okay. So, how long have you been running Akosua Works Foundation?
Close to 2 years now.
Oh, okay. And what are your main theme, your main purpose, the vision that you had for starting this organization?
The vision that we had, I'm not doing this alone. I'm doing it with the board. We have a lot of people backing me doing this because I share the concept and they all bought into the idea and we are all in. And the whole vision of the group is to empower the youth. In so many aspects of it. We are looking at in terms of our personal grooming, in terms of helping the boy child, in terms of looking at so many things that basically people are not really looking at.
When you talk about personal grooming, what do you mean?
Personal grooming, we realized that it was a challenge. Now, when you go out, you find out that people has, like when we talk of body odors, general body odors. It was something that we were looking at people, a lot of people bringing out bad body odors. So we decided as a group that the first thing that we have to do is to go around the schools, then we educate them.
So you think the people have these odors because they were not trained to use body deodorants or something?
Yes, that's how we feel because a lot of people, because we remember that we are not doing this alone. It's not. We just don't want it to be a hearsay. We just go around and we ask people, why is it that they feel that this thing is going on, and they tell us that I don't know anything about it. So we decided that we will go around and we'll teach the young ones about how best to keep themselves.
So if, for example, you are teaching a young boy or a young girl how to use deodorant, are you going to provide them with these deodorants, or how do you manage it? Or you just teach them and then they go home and live their lives?
For now, ALF don't have any support from any agency. But what we do as a group, as a small group, what we do is that the little fund that we have, every school that we have visited, we make sure that the roll-on that we use and the deodorant that we use is given to the ward that is. But the whole point is that to enlighten them, just to see the need to use it.
So if you can try
and we also teach them how to use the natural methods too. We don't only teach them the roll-on. You see, some
what are some of the natural methods?
The natural methods, some are the lime, the lemons, and we know of the ashes, the normal ashes that we use in the house. We know of alum. There are so many of them.
Which they may not need to buy.
They may not need to buy. Some with a little something. You can buy them. They can use something small. And we try to educate them that the line and all those things that they are seeing, it's in the roll-on. It's in the roll-on, but it's just that those items are perfume. That's enhances the whole thing. So it's not a bad thing if you use the natural method. You know, the roll-on, some runs through as low as 3 cedis, 2 cedis.
Which these students can buy.
The only thing is that you just have to drop 20% here and there, and you can buy it. So the only thing that we feel that is best for us to do is to give them the education. And you'll be surprised that the schools that you've went to, I do call and I do find out that since we came for the education, what are some of the response? There has been one school that the headmaster said that the very day I told him about the program, he said yes, he has noticed that a lot of the girls and some of the boys too are having that issue. And he has even informed a teacher to call them to educate them on that particular thing. But he thought that it was a very brilliant idea and it was timely. So when I went there and I did the thing, I told him to pay particular attention to all the guys and the lady. And he said that the lady was the most...
There was a particular lady?
There was a particular lady in the school that had this very bad odor. But since I did the education in the school, she has realized that the lady has gotten a roll-on and she's using it. And it might sound funny. And a lot of parents don't pay attention to these things. If you may think, sir, maybe you were taught, but not all. There are a lot of people that I've talked to that tells me that, oh, yes, see, ujarepe ebeko. Yes, see, oh, if you do this, if you apply perfume, it will go. And it's a stage. Some people,
they have some notions.
They have some notion that, oh, ujaria, it's a period and it will go. But the whole point is that if you don't take care of it, it stays. It stays with you. That's the whole point.
So how many schools have you been to so far?
For now, we've been to 5 schools.
In Obuasi. So tell me something little about the boys project. What is it about? What does it entail?
It entails a lot. But let me chance this one in. For the body odors and other things that we've been teaching the basic schools. That's not all that we want them to know. We are taking it a step further. You know this coronavirus thing that just came, that has limited us. At least we had like a number of schools that we've sent letters to. Some welcome us, some to say they will invite us, but it takes time. Sometimes you have to be on them before they invite you. But we are trying. We've sent. We always target some school for a period. Then we send the letters. Then we are. They normally, when they hear the concept, they are happy about it. Sometimes they feel that the educational thing is not suiting them, the timetable is not, but we are still working around it. The next one that we are going to talk about is the lingeries, our underwear, how best to keep it.
So it's part of the personal grooming.
Personal grooming.
How to keep their underwear.
How to keep their underwear.
So, how often should a boy wash his underwear?
It's an underwear. You wear it a day, you wash it. And the following day you wear another one.
Really? That's interesting.
We have there's so many things that we don't know. We have the boxer's brief and other things that we do know. We have the panty and we have the one that we wear as underwears that you guys wear.
But these days, boys wear boxers. We no more wear those days supporter. Where so we thought that it's usually the women who need to be washing the underwear every day. For men, I don't know if you really understand the problem that if you have a boy in your house and you realize
I run a boys' dormitory, so
okay.
I know, I know where you're coming
so
from.
So men or boys should wash their underwears daily.
It should be daily. It should be daily.
I don't think the men will be happy with it.
It should be daily.
Okay.
Listen, it's an underwear.
Okay.
The singlets. If you are the sweaty type, you don't need to keep an underwear for like if you're not the sweaty type, you can just use it for a day or two.
Okay.
A day. The next day you wear it, then you wash it. It's safe. You know, in these days of coronavirus,
okay,
and we are being taught that we live a very hygienic.
Okay.
Listen, it's good that you have an underwear, you keep it clean,
okay,
and you wear it the next day because it's not one underwear. That's why you guys complain that a lot of women, we have a lot of things, but it's important. It's safe. Okay. Wear one, wash it a day, and use it the next.
It could also prevent body odor.
Body odor.
Okay.
And you know, the body odor that we are talking about is not from our armpits alone.
Okay.
We have
man, we sweat a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
In between our thigh,
yes,
at the back of our our waist and everything. Those ones, if you pay particular attention to it, you have it.
Oh, okay.
These are some of the things that Akosia Works feels that you should pay more attention to the boy child.
Oh, okay. So coming to the boy child, that is what you do for the boys.
We do that, but we do it generally.
Okay.
For this one, we do it generally. Okay. For the girls and the boys.
Okay. So which one are dedicated to only boys?
The ones that is more dedicated to boys is the cooking aspects that we do.
Oh, okay. You teach boys how to cook.
Boys how to cook.
So you give them skills that people thought it was meant for ladies or women. Okay.
One thing is that we are not really teaching. We are not only teaching them how to cook.
Okay.
But what we are doing now for Akosia Works, what you're doing now is that we pick them young.
Okay.
And we let them see the need to learn basic things in the house. Basic things in the house. It's not only for the ladies.
Basics like
basic cooking.
Okay.
Like something small for a guy to eat.
Lay your own bed.
Sweep
in the house.
Okay. And all these house chores. Because it has come to our notice that a lot of men marry the wrong woman because of all these things.
A lot of men marry the wrong woman because of all these things. Because he cannot cook.
Because he cannot cook.
So if you see a lady who can cook, you think she's the right one.
You feel that she's the right woman. And not that alone. Not that you feel that she's the right woman, but sometimes you feel that this system that we live in, there's this spiritual thing that you go through. You may let a woman cook for you, and he may add some things to it.
Oh, okay.
And it will lead to another thing, and it will lead to another thing. So you realize that some men eat a certain woman's food, they are lured into bed, and it leads to another thing.
Okay.
So these are some of the things that we want to educate the guys that it is very, very important for your own sake and for your own life. It's very, very important to learn basic things. And our society shuns us away from that. They feel that a guy, things in the house,
okay.
But things in the, would any book? Would your name So it is very, very important, and it is healthy that you get to know it.
Okay.
It is healthy
that
you get to know it.
Welcome back. You are still watching the Windev Show, and today we are here with Mrs. Elizabeth Japon, the executive director for Akosia Works Foundation. So, Akosia Works Foundation, you have a particular program for boys. Why did you decide to spend more time on boys? You know, these days a lot of people are going to girls. Why boys?
Thank you. We think as a group that we see that a lot of attention is on the boy, on the girl child. So we think that in doing that, there'll be a gender balance. At least.
Okay.
At least. If we've realized that I personally have 5 boys.
Okay.
And I know what the challenges that the boys are going through. So from a little knowledge that I have from the little knowledge that I have from
raising up your own kids in the house. Okay.
Raising up my own kids in the house has led to all these challenges that I feel that there's a need that the boy child needs to be heard.
Okay.
That's why we are focusing our attention on the boy child.
So what are some of the activities you carry out to make sure that the things that you are teaching these boys, they are able to do them?
Okay. The very first one that we have started with is to train them in cooking skills.
Okay.
How to cook.
I think that's very necessary.
Very, very necessary. Yeah. So we've started. We've just had one in November.
Okay.
At Shiloh Temple ICGC in Obuasi.
Okay.
We did that one, and it was very interesting. We did. It was the whole section. We took the guys out for the market, out in the market.
Okay.
We gave them a menu that we feel that kids can do.
Okay.
And their ages was between 7 to 13.
Okay.
So they were in a group of 5. We took them out to the market. There was a time out in the market. And believe me, it was a very fun time for us because some of the boys has never been to the market. So we took them out to the market.
Okay.
And they did their own list, and we took them out to the market, and they came back on the Sunday. Then they prepared the dish.
So it was a competition.
It was a competition. It wasn't a competition, sort of like you
announce a winner.
We announced a winner. All of them were given certificates from Akosia Works, but the whole concept is that just to enlighten the boys that they can also do one or two in the house, and their parents too were so glad about it because they felt that the guys weren't part of it.
Okay.
I'll share a personal testimony. Yes, just yesterday I was at home. Since I've been talking much about these things that the boys should cook, I have a friend who has a child like 5 years. No, he's a boy child. Okay. Like he's 6. And he called me that the guy said he wants to do Indomie.
Want to prepare Indomie in the house?
Prepare Indomie.
Okay.
And she called me and he said, the next time we are organizing a food competition. Okay. And the guy said, I sent the mother some pictures. And she saw it and she said, Auntie Akos is training our boys to cook. So at least the guy said he wants to cook. After he has eaten, that day, I know about him. Okay. So the mother said, I'm preparing everything. He was quite a small boy. Okay. But one fortunate thing is that you realize that the whites are doing it. The whites are taking care of their homes. But when a black man is in the house, you feel that somebody should come before our
Don't you think it's our culture, how we are raised up? There are some communities where you go, boys don't carry water on their head. So if it has to do with something you have to carry, females have to do it. If it has to do with, using the energy to pick it up, walk. Because from where I'm coming from, basically women are made to do almost everything in the house. So the boy grows up to feel like, I'm the man of the house and I'm supposed to only sit down and watch. Even washing plates, they will finish eating and they will just leave the place there. So I think that part you touch is very critical. Yeah. But let's look at it. What are some of the challenges of, dealing with boys? Not your whole project not the whole project, but we are looking at what are some of the challenges trying to teach boys skills that they have been trained or they have been made to believe that these skills are for women. What is the difficulty you pass through, when you are dealing with these boys?
Thank you. One challenge is the whole concept is there. Okay. Even when I introduced it, I belong to that church. When I introduced it, they were like, so can these children cook? Okay. But they were shocked. at the end of the day, how well the kids could even bring out their mind. Because the way we did the program, it was well planned together with the board and everybody, every member of the Akosia Works. I told you I'm not doing this alone. I'm doing this with the team. We all sat down and we really planned this program. So they marvel at the rate at which the children were so excited. And we are not forcing it on them. We want to make it a fun thing for them. And let them see. We are letting them see reason with what we are teaching them and how best they can use it. They can use it. Because we had this challenge when they had some of them prepared banku and with pepper sauce. After the whole thing, they were all excited and they were all eating together. And I've called a number of parents that I know that
are they practicing in the house?
They said, oh, for now, if I'm cooking, at least they'll come around. Mommy, Auntie Akko said we should come and cut the tomato. We should come and cut the onion. Even the boys are doing, let me help you, Mommy, let me help you. At least your child, I said that if you want them to know, if you just teach them. I know guys are busy. They cannot do it all the time.
And some could also be very stubborn sometimes when you are teaching them.
Yes, I know it. I know it from where I'm coming from. It is very, very difficult to teach some of them. But make it fun for them. That's
Cooking
what
should be fun.
Cooking should be fun. Because you are eating it at the end of the day. You are eating it you will be enjoying it at the end of the day. It's not about the cooking alone that you are focusing on. Just keeping yourself, your body clean. That's the whole concept.
I have a male friend who said anytime he wanted to wash, you start playing gospel music and he wouldn't even know when he will finish washing. So if we make washing also fun. It will help the kids to do their own laundry. They don't have to wait for their parents.
Let's
come
say
and do it
that.
for them.
Let's say our tradition frowns on a man doing this thing. But let's look at a scenario that you are in the house. Fortunately, your madam or your wife is in the houses and she's not feeling well. You will know your way around.
Even if she travels or something.
If your wife has to travel for a day or two, it will be a challenge. So learn these basic things. It's not about the cooking alone. It's about the washing. It's about keeping you home. That's the whole concept of Akosia Works.
That's impressive.
And we are paying more attention to the guys because we've realized that our society is not looking at that section. So we want to talk about it so that we pay attention to it. People will just pay attention.
So for the past 2 years that you've been running Akosia Works Foundation, what is your major challenge?
Our major challenge has been finance.
Funding.
Funding, like how this, because there are lots that we want to do.
How do you even fund your projects?
I told you that I'm working with a team. They are very supportive.
So you don't have external funds. It's just among yourselves.
Within.
Make some contribution among yourselves.
Make some contribution. And we are going to this school and we will buy roll-on. We want to, we are hoping that in future, we will get sponsorship from some companies like Unilever. They will sponsor us, that we can go to school and we give all the children free roll-ons.
So let's say any company which is into deodorant could sponsor
soaps, like hygienic soaps. Like we have the Life Boy and other things that our main is just to keep yourself clean, your body clean, and paying attention to the body.
So the funding is not necessarily in terms of fiscal cash.
We will need a physical cash.
You may need a fiscal cash.
Because we go around schools. And we don't go alone, we go with a team. We need a cameraman to be doing all the videos and other things. And sometimes too, when we are doing the food competition, like one that we just held. If you tell you about what the amount of money that went into it. Since you're doing it for the first time and we want people to buy it, we founded it in the group. But we need support. That people will come and help us. that we can bring out our vision we can make it very well. I think there's a whole lot of the vision ahead. We think that if we get people to help us, we'll go far.
Okay, so tell us, where do you see Akosua West Foundation in the next 5 years?
Okay.
In the near future?
In the near future. I see Akosua Works in all the schools around and beyond Obuasi.
What do you have intention of starting school clubs, maybe Akosua West Foundation clubs in the various schools, so that it could be easier for you to reach out to these schools? Do you have any plans?
Oh,
any
not necessarily forming a club.
Okay.
But since you brought the idea, I think it's a very laudable idea.
Okay.
But the whole thing that we are going to do, let me first touch on the Akosua Works in connection with a boy child.
Okay.
What we have started doing is that we want to do ALF mapping.
Okay.
When I say ALF, it's Akosua Works Foundation.
Okay.
So we call it ALF.
Oh, okay.
We do ALF mapping. We will start very soon. That we go to homes, then we interview parents, like parents are almost mema if we will feel.
Okay.
And I'm so we want to see the parents are almost mema, and we also want to know how to deal with a mema, and we will interview them.
Okay.
And let them know the challenges, so that if Akosua Works is saying something or bringing up an issue that he is addressing, it's not like a hearsay.
So you mean you go to these parents in their homes, you ask them the challenges of raising up
the boy.
boys, and then challenges involving raising up girls. So you gather experiences from these parents to help you in the knowledge that you are imparting now. So whatever you say is based on experiences of parents, but not just what you sat down or what you used to raise your 5 boys. Oh, okay. That's impressive.
That's what you want to. That's what we'll be starting very, very soon.
Okay.
That we will be going out to various homes. And we've spoken to a lot of families that they've wished that they could invite us to their homes. We would like to have a home setting so that people will not see, say, okay, we are in Langley Sports Stadium, and we just want to have a home setting.
Go over to their homes and then talk to them.
Talk to them and how they are feeling. That way they can easily pour out their heart, whatever is going on. They can easily.
How soon do you wish to start that?
When this whole thing
COVID-19 lockdown stuff is gone.
When this whole thing is down, we are not going to do it. I think it will be in bits.
Okay.
Like kakra.
Okay.
That's how we're going to do it.
Okay.
It's not going to be a 1-year project. It will be.
It will run
through.
Okay.
Yeah. Just as we are identifying the programs, then we are running. We are coming out with solutions and how best to handle it. That's how we're going to do it.
Great.
And also, we'll be going to churches, various communities. Some people feel that in raising up boys, is it possible that you can have your way around boys? Keeping them in the house.
Okay.
We will teach them how best
you can raise up boys.
You
because
can.
Some people think raising up boys is very difficult.
I know it's very difficult. It's very difficult.
It's very difficult.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it raising up boys far difficult than raising up girls?
From where I'm coming from.
Okay.
I could say that.
Oh, okay.
It's very difficult to raise guys.
So you go to the communities and then you educate them on how to raise boys?
So we will start off from churches, the women community groups in churches. We will go around and we'll talk to them. And the youth groups too. We have plans of going there. We'll talk to the youth groups and we organize competition, sometimes how to lay beds, sometimes how to do all these things.
Okay.
I think we've spoken to a number of churches that we feel that at the end of this whole thing, we will visit, and people have bought into the idea that, you should come and teach them. So I think from the next 5 years, if you tell me that, where do you want to see ourselves? We want to see ourselves very big.
Okay.
We haven't much sponsors, and Akosua Works it will be not a household name for Boise alone, but
Okay.
in the world as well.
Oh,
The
okay.
people will
So
hear.
if somebody want to start Akosua Works Foundation in another region or district, are you willing to collaborate with them to let them start something of that sort over there too to help other young people there?
Okay, since if they'll be running the same vision as how
Yes,
people.
just you, Akosua Works Foundation, another branch or another group
That's
in a
fine.
different region with the same name, with the same principles.
With the same principle, but
Yes.
it should be under us.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So
So that
you are ready to
share,
collaborate with
we are
them.
ready to work with them.
Okay.
If people want to start something, we're ready to move
To
in
help them establish the
because the
same
whole
thing.
point is not
Okay.
about, it's a vision, it's a passion thing that we want to run out, and it's a
Okay.
good thing. You are sharing the same
Yes.
thing with us, that we just have to go all out.
Okay.
So if there are people there, we just have to manage them here and there.
Okay. All right.
And I think it's a laudable idea. If somebody wants to come in and we'll all do it together,
Okay.
it's fine.
So how can someone reach out to you?
Okay, we have our numbers that we
Okay.
have,
So
but you're on Facebook
do you have an
too.
email address?
We have an email address,
Okay.
akosiaworks@gmail.com.
Okay. And you're also on social media?
We are on social media. We use our Facebook accounts. We have a Facebook account
Okay.
that we share.
What is the name of the Facebook account? Is it Akosua Works Foundation?
Akosia Works Foundation.
Okay.
Akosia is the same Akosia Works
Okay.
Foundation. If you log in, you come.
So on social media, you're only on Facebook?
We are on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
For now.
Oh,
we are a young group. We are still doing so much things so that we can also hear us. With the media thing, we can hear us all over.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mrs. Elizabeth Japon, for coming on the WINDEF show today. We really appreciate you coming.
Thank you for having me.